Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again to play the Rune Giant for the very first time in Clash Royale with real decks. So, we have an assortment of strategies to test out. We're going to see how good this card is and what decks it works the best in. So, right out of the gate, let's see if we're going to want to either run a firecracker deck or, let's just play a firecracker version. There's a couple different firecracker decks that I wanted to test. If you guys are unaware, basically the third shot of every card is going to be enhanced by the Rune Giant. So therefore, if you're running a card like Firecracker or Hunter that has multiple projectiles, it's going to amplify faster than a standard card. If you're running a card that attacks quickly, like a Dark Goblin, it's going to have the third shot amplified a lot faster. So if you are unaware of how broken Hunter is, Hunter can actually do 2,000 plus damage to a Mega Knight and delete it in one shot, or completely kill a opponent's deck that is running Golem or something of the sort instantaneously. So it's pretty fun. Definitely something that I would recommend doing if you guys want to. But yeah, let me know what combinations work best for you down below in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get right into things. So I think that if we play against anyone that also is running Rune Giant, we also have to be understanding of the fact that if they're playing it, it doesn't actually deal damage to units. Like, this card is more of a supportive card. We're going to Skeleton Barrel right out of the jump just to see what we can do. Mighty Miner is about to get a buff, so it's going to be a way stronger card. I don't know how it does with Rune Giant. Oh, wow. Really? That is a play. That is a play, my guy. All right, Rune Giant with Dark Goblin. Let's see how this goes. Okay, he's just going to arrows it, but we're going to be back to Firecracker if we need to. I think what we want to do is just take his tower out because he did go all in. Generally, when opponents do that type of stuff, they're kind of forced their hand on the shenanigans end. Like, they dropped a lot more than they should have, so I'm okay with that. We can go for Royal Recruits, and we can go in for a Skeleton Barrel. So we weren't able to make it happen there. It just shows that if you go in for a Dark Goblin with Rune Giant and you don't, like, bait out your opponent's spells, you're not necessarily going to get the optimal trade. You're going to probably end up getting finessed by them, like, just arrowing you out. If they have one spell, they're going to likely use it on the card that you're trying to amplify, so keep that in mind, I guess. A little bit unfortunate that he had arrows, but I think a lot of people at mid-ladder have arrows because they're sick of losing to firecrackers. So it checks out. The math is math in here. So I think he's going to arrows the firecracker, and then we can amplify the Dark Goblin and see how it goes. At least that's what I anticipate. Oh my gosh, this guy's no chill. This is actually not great, but we're going to use the Rune Giant here and see how the firecracker does. So the firecracker is amplified. It is amplified. But it does end up dying, so that's kind of unfortunate. We're going to have to pop ability here so we can knock back the E-Barbs and not get 3 crowned. Ooh, that was scary. All right, wait. I think I get 3 crowned. I think I get 3 crowned by E-Barbs shenanigans. It's unlikely that I stop this because he should balloon me. I have Dark Goblin, but, I mean, I have to apply a ton of pressure here. Yeah, he's just going to try to all-in me. Guy doesn't know how to play the game. He's just going to all-in me. No. Tragic. If I can get a Rune Giant down. Maybe arrows? Nah, the Rune Giant didn't pull back the Mega Knight. Dang. First game of the day, I always lose the first game. What the heck? Alright, so a little bit of a downside there is we don't have a good answer to Balloon Elixir Golem, which is not a strategy that you see in Clash Royale. Oh, I don't want to look at that guy's rank after that. But hey, that is Clash Royale for you. If you run a deck without buildings, a lot of times you can get bonked by pretty crazy things. At least we can test out the Rune Giant in the next game. That is a funny thing to have happen. Holy heck. Rune Giant's so bad, OLO? I don't think it's bad. I think in that specific situation, as I said before, we used the Rune Giant. He arrowed our card because we didn't bait out enough stuff. And then he kind of crushed us with a card combination that our deck wasn't equipped to defend. Certain situations, if you run a deck that doesn't have a building, and your opponent has a freaking Balloon Elixir Golem deck, you're probably going to take an L. So it is what it is. I also did not expect him to be playing that, like, at all. That was insane. Alright, so we're fine here. We're just going to do this. We're going to drop a really low Goblin Gang in case he goes in for a spell, because I don't trust these people. He zaps to reset, which is really good for us. So we want to see the Rune Giant in action. The Mega Knight's out of cycle. I think the strategy here, recruits in the back, Rune Giant, Dark Goblin. I don't know how all that's going to work, but he's making me drop my recruits early. It actually costs quite a bit to Rune Giant plus other supporting cards. Like, that's one thing that I have noticed It does cost a lot of elixir to make this happen. Still, I think this might work out if it can tank for our stuff. And we can go in for... See, I would like to arrows this, but I think Dark Goblin is better. Alright, how does it do with these cards? How does it do with recruits? It's basically a win condition right now. It's doing some damage to the tower, but the Dark Goblin... Can't even see the health. Ooh! Okay! Okay, Rune Giant! Say less. Alright. Not gonna lie. It was really good with Dark Goblin and supporting cards. So when you have an elixir advantage, it kind of steamrolls the opponent. So I like it. I like the fact that we're getting value with the card, obviously. That is a fun time for us. We're going to go recruits here on top of the barbarians. Can I 1v1 you? Try to snipe me. I mean, I'm playing on ladder right now, so if you do snipe me, it works. I'm down. I'm down to sniped. Down to get sniped, bro. Oh! You know what's also down to get sniped? Is that firecracker. Not a good moment for our homie. Alright, we'll do this. See if we can just melt the Mega Knight. Yes! Alright, let's see how much damage the Mega Knight gets. Okay, it kind of, like, when it dies, it's just, it's kind of placid, you know? It doesn't do much after it dies. It's not going to take tower. It's at 48. Still alive, but barely breathing. Alright. Listen. We did not expect to play against a Mega Knight Royal Ghost deck as well. Clash Royale is a really mid-laddering. Mid-ladder is mid-ladder. Mid-ladder is strong out here. He's not going to even try to take the tower, dude. What is he doing? Alright, well, we'll take the win. I did not expect to play against Electro Wizard for the Mighty Miner, Mega Knight, and Royal Ghost for our bait cards, but hey, that is Clash Royale for you. My hair is sticking up like crazy. Holy heck. Did not notice that either. We're disheveled for the day, but it is what it is. Doesn't Rune Giant do something ridiculous with Evo Firecracker where it basically one-shots tower? I don't want to test that out. That's my strategy. Like, I wanted to see how the Firecracker fares with the Rune Giant. But a lot of times, like, as you see, if you just run regular Firecracker with no support, it's just going to get arrowed. So you have to run other bait cards. The thing is, I think recruits are cool. I think recruits are good. It's just, are we going to be able to afford all of the support for the Rune Giant? I don't think the recruits really get animated by the Rune Giant as much as we would want. Also, because Rune Giant costs a deck slot, it's like you kind of need to not have a building. It's hard to build a deck around it. I think that when there's the right deck that's built with it, it's going to be really good, though. Also, this guy just has a Valkyrie with a P.E.K.K.A deck, so that doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. We'll go Dark Goblin here. I think that we're going to have to go Mighty Miner so we can go and pull his stuff. And that looks horrendous. Okay, so we're just going to let the tower go because I can't, like, Firecracker and get that out of the way in time. Let's go for a Rune Giant here and see how it does with Firecracker. Because I think that we're able to at least do some tower trade shenanigans here, hopefully. We'll see. I mean, let's see how the Firecracker does. Bro actually has Electro Wizard and he's cooking. Okay, Mighty Miner. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you, sir. That is awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of the decks that we're going to be playing against are crazy. This is actually insane. There's a P.E.K.K.A and a Valkyrie in the same deck. I have not seen that before. At least at higher levels of play, I've never seen that before. Alright, we're going to go in for Skeleton Bro on the left side. I should be able to take most of the tower there. This is going to be a weird game where it'll probably come down to either I lose 2-1 or it's a 3-crown race. I'm going to take the right-hand tower guaranteed, I think. Alright, let's see how this does. For science. If he arrows this, I'm going to crash out. Okay, I'm going to crash out. We do have the Evo Firecracker. Does it get the thing? It doesn't get the thing, guys. Dang. That's rough, buddy. Alright. The Skeleton Barrel might take tower. He's going to try to 3-crown me, which could happen. Oh, he's really trying to 3-crown me here. An Evo Zap. Makes sense. Why do they all have, like, 67 spells? Like, actually, arrows, zap, poison, Electro Wizard? Dang. I don't know. I actually don't understand. Maybe this is not the deck to play at mid-ladder. I also didn't play perfect, but Yeah, I don't know why these are decks. I did not understand. My body was not adequately prepared for the Arrow Zap Electro Wizard against Mighty Miner bait decks. Oh my goodness. Arrow Zap Wizard again. Rage Arrows. Alright, yeah. I don't think we're going to play the bait deck right now. I kind of wanted to test this out, but I think we'll have to climb up a little bit before we play that. I just, you know, mid-ladder do mid-ladder things. So I think we're going to go and play more of a standard beatdown deck with it, and we'll test it out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Rune Giant. This is a deck that I saw on media from pro players, so I'm gonna play this instead. Is your birthday tomorrow? Yeah, it is. Rune Giant is absurd with rage. Yeah, that's why we're testing it right now. I heard that this was like the best combo. I didn't actually want to show it at the start because I wanted to, like, you know, ease into it. I want to test other stuff. All right. When is the 20-win challenge? I don't know, man. I'm not sure when the 20-win challenge is. I assume it's like next year at the same time. All right, we're going to go for a rage here, and we'll see what else we can do. You don't need to think in this game. P.E.K.K.A. plus 4 spells is very strong. Well, it's very strong against, like, oh my gosh. I was not looking. Okay, I think we're fine here. That was, like, super sketchy. He also could arrows me, so I just don't want to do anything too capricious here. I just want to go in for guards. Yeah, he's going to arrows. So we want to test the Rune Giant here. See what we can do. Just go for the Rune Giant early as we can. So this is what we were talking about. I assume that this is the strat, the way that you wanted to play it. The Giant does a lot more damage. Oh my. Wait, you guys are right. Wait, Rune Giant's broken because it not only does it get the levels from the thing, from your tower, but it also gets, it's a double Spear Goblin's enhanced attack speed by the Rune Giant. Wait, that's crazy. Wait, this is actually insane. This is actually insane. Okay. So this is S plus tier. This is actually an S plus tier deck. I don't think many things in the game beat this. Like, straight up, I do not think many things in the game beat this. I actually don't know what you're supposed to do. I'm trying to think of, like, how do you counter that? Because it just does so much damage, and when it gets leveled up, it's even worse for the game. That's crazy. I think we just throw it down again, and we just killed an Inferno Dragon. So there's, like, I don't think there's anything in the game that counters this. If we just do this, we just win the game. The game's just over. That's insane. And we're going to rage it as well, so it does even more damage faster. Watch how the Inferno Dragon just dies. It's just dead. I don't even have to zap. You don't even need zap in your deck anymore. You don't even need zap. The Inferno Dragons just die. Oh my gosh. That's insane, dude. Holy heck. The next 20-win challenge is 2026. Gotcha tag. You know what I meant, man. You know, like, the year just started, so, like, at the end of this year. Good catch, though, I guess. P.E.K.K.A. counters this? Maybe. I don't think so. I mean, you have guards, and you also have fishermen, so... basically, what I did in the 20-win challenge is I used the fishermen to pull in P.E.K.K.A.s, and then I used guards to counter the P.E.K.K.A. So if you were able to pull the P.E.K.K.A. in, especially when P.E.K.K.A. gets nerfed, it's not going to be as good against guards or bait cards. The lower HP cards is actually going to be worse against. It makes sense that, you know, I don't know. It's just like a wide variety of different things that you can counter with this deck. Let's go credit card meta. Yeah, this is really strong. So specifically with the Pancake Tower, I don't think this is beatable by most decks in the game. I think this is definitely the best deck in Clash Royale right now. From what I've seen, like, just right out of the jump, like, this is disgusting. This is actually repulsive how good this is. Like, we're just going to do it, and I think we take tower every time. I don't think anything beats it, right? Like, how do you counter this legitimately? Like, I'm really wondering. All right, we're going to rage up one archer. One archer. How does that do? Oh, it kills a balloon. Nice. That's cool. What a unique strategy. All right, so it doesn't matter how well or how much damage we get against bats. The archers just kind of, like, you know, do their thing. It is level 13, though, so it almost got a shot. We want to use Rune Giant with the evolved Goblin Giant. I think that's pretty obvious. Like, we don't want to be cycling it without it. I'm just going to go guards at the bridge. We're going to get him to wizard. We'll hunter, and then we'll pull... No, actually, we'll just fisherman. Yeah, we'll just fisherman and pull this. Because it's going to die. And then we can go Gob Giant, Rune Giant with Fisherman. We need to have 10 elixir for this. I think we always want a Rune Giant in front of the Gob Giant. I think that's just ideal. And then we're going to Rage. The Gob Giant probably just kills everything. I think the Mega Knight actually objectively, like, is just bad. It doesn't have enough damage. It basically just dies to the Gob Giant. Like, it's already half health. Insane. Kind of crazy to think about. Okay, I'm kind of surprised he didn't balloon. Alright, there's the balloon. That's just dead. That's awesome. We'll take that. Alright, we're going to use Evolved Archers here too. We'll see how they do. He used his arrows, so... I mean, this is going to be pretty bad for him. I think he just loses the Mega Knight instantly. He's gone, right? Goodbye. Yeah, he's just dead. It's just completely died there. Nice. Alright, so we're going to sack the tower, I guess. I think that's fine. I think we just throw our Rune Giant down, and then we're probably okay here. I'm going to Hunter as well, just to guarantee we don't get 3-crowned or any shenanigans happen. I guess that was an annoying pull, but not that big of a deal, right? Throw this down. We got Rage up in here. Also Archers, because we want to be able to damage this down a little bit quicker. Arrows doesn't kill. I guess the cool thing about the Goblin Giant is like the fact that it just does so much freaking damage. Alright, so we need one shot more. We're fine. We get it. Very cool. Just throw these down like this. Probably better that way, so we can separate our stuff a little bit more. Throw down a Rage. Also probably just want to arrows on this if we can kill it. Really, really nice. We didn't actually completely kill it, unfortunately. We're going to have to Fisherman early. Nice. We can Rune Giant, Gob Giant again. I think he probably wants to balloon us at this point. I can't guarantee that we're going to, like, you know, get him to balloon us, but I'm kind of hoping he would. I don't think the Mega Knight takes it because the Fisherman should lock, yeah. GG. On to the next one. Hi, SirTag. Dang, why ignore? I mean, I'm playing the game, bro. Like, I think that sometimes, a lot of times, chat just doesn't understand that I'm trying to play a game and also, you know, you guys, but I can't respond instantaneously. I don't know. I don't know what to say there, bro. Seems balanced. Yeah, it's not balanced at all. Pretty strong, dude. Also, we should have activated... No, we can still activate King Tower with this Fisherman, I think. Nice. That's really cool. Throw down a Gob Giant here, and we're going to test it out maybe a little bit differently. What if we Rune Giant behind it? Will Hunter survive? No! I just threw the game. That's right into a freaking P.E.K.K.A, guys. Oh, I'm so dead. There's no way I defend this. There's no way. It's not possible. It's impossible. Alright, maybe it was possible if he didn't kill the thing with the Electro Dragon. You know what? We defended it. Maybe not the best possible way, but it's a defense. We're not dead. Okay, we just threw our pancake into the wilderness. That's not it. We told you P.E.K.K.A counters it. Why are you... Bro, if I make a massive misplay and I throw a Rune Giant into it, I don't think, like... I don't know, bro. I don't know why you want to troll me like that. Like, if you see someone making a massive misplay, like, the reason why they lose the game is because they throw 4 elixir into the wilderness and get no value from it, right? Let's not say stuff like that, like the deck is bad or like P.E.K.K.A counters it, when I'm telling you very, 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 very confidently that I sucked in this game. I will own up to that. I played horrendously. Yeah. That was not a good play. It's fine though, you know, it is part of the game sometimes. I still might be able to win too. Alright, we can kite this. We'll see how this goes. I mean, Not the best. But not unimaginably awful. Okay. Okay. Let me cook. It took the tower! There's no way! There's no shot! There's no shot! Oh my gosh, dude! What? Excuse me, Clash Royale. You might need to change this. Alright. Wait, P.E.K.K.A counters, right? Wait. Wait, P.E.K.K.A counters. Wait, I thought P.E.K.K.A countered. Oh my god, dude, I thought P.E.K.K.A countered. Holy, oh my gosh, dude. Is the P.E.K.K.A countering it? I can't see. Maybe my eyes don't work. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. Maybe my eyes don't work. I think maybe my eyes don't work, guys. Was the troll right or was the troll wrong? I can't tell. You like confidently like decided to flame the deck after I played horrendously. This like I played so poorly this game, guys. I played so poorly this game. 100% deserve to lose. And yes, P.E.K.K.A counters this deck. Yes, guys. I love when people try to rub it in my face when they're wrong. Like the match doesn't matter. It's more so, does the deck actually beat certain things? As I said before, guards plus fisherman is really good against P.E.K.K.A. But if I like, this was the play that I did that was horrendous. I deserve to lose this game. If you're dumb enough to like sacrifice 4 elixir like I was so stupid. This was a terrible play. So I Goblin Giant, and then I throw Rune Giant. Look at that. I'm at 0 elixir, and I have to defend against a Ice Wizard P.E.K.K.A counter push. Like, obviously, I deserve to lose the game. That's crazy. Well, this is literally an S++++ tier deck. Archers, I think, were smart because it's able to separate our stuff and maybe get guards down. But the fact is, like, the Electro Dragon didn't die because I think he NATO'd. If he didn't NATO, I think we had enough spacing to kill his Electro Dragon, then get guards down and survive. I don't think we would have taken any damage there. But yeah, let's look at the Hunter again. This was insane. So all I have here on the right side is like archers, a Rune Giant, and a Hunter. And I knew that I had to save guards. So we're actually able to kill the Electro Wizard with a Rage, which is really, or Electro Dragon with a Rage. Look at what we have. We have a Rune Giant and a Hunter. That's it. We literally have nothing else, guys. And the Hunter's at 1 HP. Look at how much damage it does. Takes out the entire tower. 1,400 damage. Insane. Actually crazy. All right, where to go next? Let's get it. This deck is so good. Yeah, the deck is really good. I might not be the best player in the world, but this is definitely a broken deck. I would really recommend you guys to play this. I don't think anything else is going to be better than this. The first deck that we played, it's not going to work in mid-ladder. I wanted to test out, like, Evo Firecracker and stuff, but, like, bro, I don't know why people have 4 spells with 0 win conditions in their deck. It doesn't make sense. Their decks are not very good, but it's okay. It's maybe they're just trying to have fun or something, but yeah, the decks aren't, like, something that you can really play against if you're running a bait deck with no buildings. So I think that the decks with no buildings are probably going to be beatdown that are able to include the Rune Giant and get success. Generally, the way you want to play this is you want to get Goblin Giant on the field as early as possible. Doesn't really matter if you get damage or not. Main thing is that you're trying to get to the evolution, so then you can plop down the Rune Giant with a Goblin Giant evolution. Do more YouTube shorts. Yeah, I'm working on it. I actually have a short that's going to be coming out soon, so I'm excited for that. Rune Giant with Firecracker is silly. Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of silly stuff with this deck, man. I've never had the chance of seeing you playing Lava Loon in live streams. I think Lava Hound isn't a very fun deck to play. A lot of times whenever I play it, I match into like Wizard Inferno Tower, so I kind of stay away from decks that I don't enjoy. Number 1, I don't enjoy it. Number 2, it doesn't give views. Number 3, it gets countered all the time. Number 4, I don't think there's that much gameplay or decisions that you can make with it. Like this deck, there's not that many decisions that you can make with it. It's pretty easy. But also at the same time, it's really broken. And it's kind of hard to counter. Alright. Is the Hunter's damage for bonus from the Rune Giant bugged? No, it's not a bug. I talked to Supercell. I told them this was a problem. And they said it is working as intended. I'm not joking. I am legitimately 100% serious. the people that I talked to at Supercell said that this card is working as intended with Hunter. So, yeah, that's what they said. That's their prerogative. That is what they want to be Clash Royale like. That's what they want Clash Royale to be like. Shout out to Supercell. This is a Supercell special. This is what we call it from now on. It's Supercell special. Whenever they do stuff like this, it's nothing other than a Supercell special. You guys got to understand that is the new terminology that we say whenever Supercell introduces broken stuff into the game like this. Supercell special. Because they've done it a lot. They serve it to us all the time. It's they're pretty good at serving up broken stuff and making their monies. So that's what happens sometimes, you know? Alright, we'll sack the tower. I'll allow it, and I'll 3-crown you, I think. Look at the archers. Look at the 3-crown damage you got. That's insane. That's actually nutty. This is such a good deck. This is such a freaking good deck. I think that Firecracker just doesn't have the damage potential that archers have, and archers are more cyclable with this deck, especially when you have Rune Giant. Like, I'm sure you guys noticed the game against the P.E.K.K.A player. I was able to go archers in the middle to distract for a little bit. It didn't work out, but, like, it should have worked out if he didn't, like, aggressively spell me in the middle. So just something to keep in mind if you want to win more games. I think that archers are a little bit better than Firecracker in this deck. Got any plans for your birthday? Not right now, man. Not right now. We will see. We'll see what we cook up on my birthday. I have some friends that I'm going to be seeing, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I mean, I also went to Heidi Lau for my birthday a couple days ago, actually. We celebrated a little bit early. That was really fun. Is this a glitch? Goblin Stein plus Rune does 2.3k damage per troop touching lightning. I did not see that. I mean, that is likely something that they'll probably patch. But yeah, we didn't need Goblin Stein to be broken. We didn't need Goblin Stein to be more broken. That's insane. If that actually unironically works, that's insane. 2,300 damage. Dude, that just deletes everything then. Probably get an emergency nerf, hopefully. I don't think so. They didn't nerf Pancake Tower, so... I mean, I don't think that they'll nerf this. First, they got to get their monies, man. First, they got to get their monies. Then they'll nerf it, maybe. Probably after, like, a month or something. So you guys can get a boosted season finish with this deck. If you want. I assume this will be strong for an entire month. I don't know if they're going to nerf the Pancake Tower. But the Pancake Tower adds to this. It makes it even more ridiculous. Like, you can go Rune Giant here. Goblin Giant behind it. Alright. Go Gob Giant here. Rage as well. Archers afterward. Nice. So we have the Goblin Giant still at a really high health points. Forcing the arrows. The Spear Goblin stayed alive through the arrows and staying. Some guards here. I think we can just, like, you know, Gob Giant on this and be okay. It should just die, right? The Fisherman's so healthy that it's unlikely that the Fisherman takes that much damage. Nice. This is awesome. I mean, this is... hilarious that we can go dual lane pressure as well with evolved archers. It's definitely not a bad decision. I think we do this. Go guards, go Gob Giant other side, do dual lane pressure. It's really hard for him to defend this now. Dare I say impossible. If I can just shut down this Musketeer, then I think we're at a good spot. I might have fumbled, though. I don't think I can stop the Muskie. Oh, that sucks. Oops. I didn't stop the Muskie, and he actually did defend. I'm surprised there. Well played. We'll jump to the next one. I thought we had it. Guess I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have. The B would it be? Why not Rune Giant behind the Goblin Giant? I can test that out, too. I thought that the Goblin Giant you probably want to keep alive a little bit longer, because it's like your main win condition. The Rune Giant by itself doesn't seem very strong. So I kind of like rather sacrifice the Rune Giant before the Goblin Giant. But we can test that as well. I assume that you probably rather keep the Goblin Giant alive, to be honest. Like, From my standpoint, my viewpoint, again, like the Goblin Giant is like your way that you win the game. If your Goblin Giant dies, then your push is like useless. If the Rune Giant dies, it's like not that bad, you know? Rune Giant is mid? Rune Giant is not mid, man. If I lose one match with the card or if the interaction doesn't go my way, you guys need to stop saying dumb stuff like that. It's a trigger point for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like when a card is objectively good and people hate on it and they say it's like not good, it's bad for the game because like then you have people like basically have Supercell feel like, oh, you know, we shouldn't nerf it because a lot of people or casual people think it's fine. Like this is not good for the game. The amount of damage you're about to do and just like take towers and break through whatever you want, it's kind of insane. It's gonna be level 14. It just takes the tower. Like, I don't know, man. That's just like not good for the game. It's paired with the Rune Giant, so then you can break through buildings a bit more effectively. It's really, really broken. It takes a card combination that we're already struggling to beat, and it made it 10 times better. This is already a really tough card combination to beat if people go for a regular Goblin Giant evolution with the Pancake Tower. But now it's even more problematic, so. I mean, hey, I think that the card concept is not what it should have been. I'm not a huge fan of leveling things up or increasing damages. Maybe you guys like that, but it like gives me PTSD from mid-ladder when I was an under-leveled player and I was playing against over-leveled people. And I was like, oh, finally, I get to escape it when I level up my cards to max. Like, you can never escape it. It's always here. I'm not a huge fan of the concept of increasing damage or leveling things up. I really dislike that, actually. I would prefer the entire game to be free-to-play friendly, and they would make money off cosmetics or something, but obviously they can't do that because the code is pretty bad. It's just not possible for them. I'm going to let this go. I actually don't really care that much. So I'll show you guys. All right, let's go Goblin Giant first. Goblin Giant gets targeted first. Let's see what happens. I think this is bad. I'd rather have the Rune Giant, like, die first, honestly. Yeah, so the Goblin, like, we have the Rune Giant alive, but if the Goblin Giant was alive, we'd probably take tower, right? Just something to keep in mind, like, if you have an everlasting push, it could make sense to go for Rune Giant behind it. But I think Rune Giant in front of it is almost always better with the Goblin Giant. So I'm just going to go and do that again. I'm just going to go Rune Giant first, then go Goblin Giant. And then, yeah, I mean, this should be game. Getting the Goblin Giant to stay alive a lot longer is just super impactful. Notice how he's like targeting the Rune Giant instead of the Goblin Giant. And then the Goblin Giant's at higher health and it's dealing damage to the tower. However, as I said before, if you keep the Rune Giant alive for a much bigger push and you're a double or triple elixir, pretty good. I guess when the Rune Giant dies, there's no more buff, but if Goblin Giant dies, your push might as well be dead. Exactly. Yeah, the Rune Giant by itself is kind of useless. All right. Good night. I hope you have a good day. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, brother. I've just been vibing, playing some Clash, and seeing what we can cook. I kind of want to try something unique here. Like, if we do one of these, how does this do? I think it pulls the bowler. Unironically, I think we can kite range cards. So the more you know in Clash, if you don't know, now you know. Also, we're going to rage this up. Did we just kill the Inferno Dragon? Dude literally lost the Inferno Dragon. Like, how is that fair? How is that fair, guys? How is this fair? Look at that. Y'all saw that, right? I kited a bowler. I killed an Inferno Dragon. It's going to kill his baby dragon. And it's... This is dumb. There's no way that they tested this. Or if they did, everyone at Supercell sucks at the game. I don't know. Like, unironically, I think they're all awful at Clash Royale. They don't know how to play the game. If this is balanced, I don't think they're that bad at the game. I think they're just trying to milk and make money. I don't think they're that bad. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for them to be this bad at the game. This is not even close to balance. This is crazy. There's no way. Anyone that's calling this card mid, you actually don't understand the game at all. And you're ruining the game. Don't do that. Don't call the card mid when it's that broken. This is like not a card that we want to be overpowered for, I don't know, 2 months, a month and a half. We do not want this to be overpowered to this extent for 2 months. It's like the new P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant, man. it's the new P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant. It is literally just broken. Crazy. Rune Giant is D tier max. Yeah, no, you're trolling. You're trolling. It's fine. It's okay. Like, after seeing that, I know you're trolling. But, like, the people at the start, they're, like, saying that it was mid. Like, come on. Come on now. Alright, we'll go Gob Giant here. We'll go for a Fisherman to the right. And, yeah, we're just going to rage it up. I mean, we take tower on the other side. He loses his Rune Giant. Gets nothing from it. The only downside about this is, like, we have to defend against a balloon freeze push, which is kind of easy for him to, like, screw us over, honestly. We just need to stop the balloon from 3-crowning me, honestly. That's it. I think I'm okay with this. We're going to go Hunter on the Inferno Dragon. The main issue is the Inferno Dragon. I only care about that. Everything else does not. Or if it just dies, I think we're okay. EH. Nice. This is not bad, actually. We're fine. We're chilling. We're vibing. We have Rage in case he does that, but I'm just going to do this. The reason why we play like that is we kind of hoped the Rune Giant would do more damage, but it didn't, unfortunately. It might. Or we were hoping the Goblin Giant would do more damage, but it didn't. The guy seems pretty good at the game, though. I don't think he's played poorly. I think he's played quite well. Be clear. Alright, we're going to throw it down again. Like, we have to win here or we just lose the Inferno Dragon, right? Such a frustrating card combo to play into. GG. The Inferno Dragon freeze is, like, really, really cheese. I played pretty poorly at the end. I think I could have went for the 3-crown and been okay. Because if we went for the 3-crown, his cards counter-pushing would have went towards my other tower, and then we would have been able to defend that. So I played that poorly. Might be. It is what it is. Normal Archer did 401 arrow. Yeah, it's insane the amount of damage you can do. That was a really bad L. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just fumble. Sometimes you don't play well. Very specific and situation card. You could play... Yes, I agree with that. See, that is a good take. I think it is very hard to find a deck that works with it. Because as you saw in the very first one, like, when we were trying to run a bait deck, we would just get a card get arrowed, right? So, hypothetically, if they somehow find every specific instance where it's overpowered and change it, then the card is, like, not terrible for the game. And it's more of a gimmicky card. But I don't think that they're going to be able to nerf, like, Hunter, Goblinstein, like, Pure Goblins from the Goblin Giant. Like, there's so many interactions that are broken that it's going to be hard for them to fix all of them. And when it does get balanced, it'll just be, like, good in those very specific decks, and it'll be, like, Sparky. That's the way I see it. When it's actually properly balanced, because they, you know, they introduced this terrible card concept into the game. When it is properly balanced, it is going to be very, very niche, and it's going to work with very few things. So I agree with that. That is a good take. But yeah, the card is broken right now. It's just, it doesn't work with everything. It will not work with everything. All right, cool. I missed the rage, but it's fine. Double Prince works with any type of Goblin Giant deck. Yeah, Double Prince doesn't work with every Giant. Like, you don't want to run Electro Giant, Double Prince. Like, that's just a bad design. That's not a good decision. But if you are running a Goblin Giant deck or regular Giant, you could run regular Giant or Goblin Giant Double Prince, and that works. To be on the development team tag? No, I don't think they would want me either. I also don't want to. Like, I enjoy creating content. I don't really enjoy, you know, like, that's not what I signed up for. I give them free, you know, recommendations on what to do. Like, a lot of times I'll get paid for consulting for companies on, like, how to improve games. I give Supercell the stuff for free, and then they just ignore me. So, feels bad, man. Not all the time, but, like, a lot of times. Like, the level 15 thing, all the stuff that B-Rad and I said, we, like, went in a 2-hour call with them, and then they just straight up ignored me and B-Rad, and then B-Rad left the creator program. He just completely crashed out. Yeah, I don't know. That was, like, the only thing I disliked. Rune Giant is mid? Nah, it's S tier, man. It's actually above S tier. It's, like, definitely the most broken thing in the game right now. It's better than Goblinstein was, I think. Because it only works... It does only work in very specific decks, but, like, it is broken in those decks. I wish I hit the arrows or the rage earlier. You are able to fully counter the wall breakers if you rage on that. How long are you playing? I'm on lunch break. Probably playing for around 2 hours. I played this horrendously. Oops. So I should have hunted earlier. And then, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's bad gameplay. I think the people we're playing against are like likely a lot better now. Ooh, that was a weird ice spirit. Yeah, the people we're playing against are a lot better at the game. So I should focus more. Everyone, like, first day of the season, like, none of them, like, when you're playing first day of the season, you're all decent at the game. Not a single one of these people, like, that we're playing against now, because they've won a lot of games, to reach their point. They're all pretty okay. I bet most of them have hit Ultimate Champion. That's good. This is better competition, more fun games. We like it. I'll just eat it. This is how you play no skill, brainless decks. And then we go Rune Giant, we eat that, and then we rage. And then he probably loses the game. I don't see a universe where he defends that. It's really hard to stop. And also on top of that, we still have the Archer, which should kill the Dark Goblin. And then we can go guards. Does the Rune Giant Archer's 3 crown? Is there a high likelihood it does? Like, this is probably 3 crowns. Look at the extra damage we're getting. It's going to 3 crown. That's insane. But yeah, you can do the strategy where you just, like, don't care about your towers or anything, and you just go for the 3 crown, and I guess that's a game. That's the strategy here. A lot of times your opponent just simply can't defend it if they're not running buildings, so kind of a problem, I would say. But yeah, if the Rune Giant dies, your push is still alive, but if your Goblin Giant dies, your push is dead. So that's the problem that, you know, you have to think about. Like, you're like, okay, if I lose this, I'm just going to be cooked, right? I just lose the game. So, yeah, something to keep in mind. You can lose one card, but you can't lose the others. Just frame of reference for people that, you know, I think all y'all do that at this point, but yeah, you can't really, you can't lose your Goblin Giant, otherwise the push is just dead. So that's why we're always going Rune Giant in front. I mean, maybe, yeah, in triple elixir, when we're building up multiple Goblin Giants and we want the Rune Giant to survive, it could make sense. Let's get countered by Evo Goblin Cage. Maybe. Maybe Evo Goblin Cage would be the play. You know what? Thank you. If you guys have suggestions like that, always let me know. Like, I love that. I love that. I eat that up, man. That's a... Not only is that a good question, but that's also, like... Yeah, that's just good. I mean, I don't know. That's something that we should have to test. I think that will probably be an evolution of the meta. People will definitely test that. It's unclear if it works, though. Wait, did we just get level 15? Yeah, we did. Nice. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, so the Rune Giant doesn't do that much damage by itself. Like, this is pretty unimpactful. It was still a lot of damage. But, like, you would assume that it would take out my tower there. I wonder if the guards do more damage than that, to be honest. Nah, it didn't hit at the right guard. If it hit the correct guard, nah, still level 15 would have done more. I fast attack to utilize 3-hit penalty. That's why I like Mighty Miner. I don't even know what that means, but I appreciate it, man. I respect it. This is a bad decision, but I already committed to it, so we're going. We'll see how much damage we can get. If you commit to the cause, you have to run with it and just see how it goes. We're already at level 15, so like this probably takes out most of the tower. All right, it took the entire tower. That's cool. If I can somehow defend this, we're in a good spot. I shouldn't be able to defend this, by the way. If we go like this, Fisherman, and then get guards down on the Evo P.E.K.K.A, it might be possible, actually. Because if we can pull the Evo P.E.K.K.A with the Fisherman, it goes towards the King Tower. Dude, he actually didn't break through. That's hilarious. I played that really well. Honestly, I'm very impressed with how I did that. Because, like, I killed all the supporting bait cards. Then I used the Fisherman to activate King Tower. And then after that, obviously, with the other supporting cards, none of them really mattered because they could just activate King Tower with the Rune Giant. It's not going to kill me. Pretty broken. So I think this deck's defensive capabilities, like I 100% overcommitted there. I definitely spent too much elixir. Wait. What is this guy doing? I don't think he's allowed to do that. Is this a you can't do that moment? I think this is a you can't do this moment. You can't do that. Duh, 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 duh. You can't do that. Duh, 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 duh. You can't do that. Duh, 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 duh. Yeah, he's dead, right? Gonna lightning, so drop a really high hunter. Go guards. No lightning. Wait, he has the lightning. What is he doing? If he somehow is able to afford the lightning, he just dies the Goblin Giant, right? Okay, cool. Nice. Hey, that's pretty good. Level 15 Goblin Giant. Pretty good card. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Wow, guys, look how talented I am at the game with my Goblin Giants. Wow. Yep, certain words are not, you know, not allowed in this channel for obvious reasons if you've seen them in the channel before. Like if it's commenting about someone's appearance, then the words are just, you know, removed. Ooh, I timed you out instead of removing the thing. Sorry, Peter. I did not mean to time you out. I actually meant to remove your comment. Certain things, like if you do type that, then it's generally like, you know, I did, yeah. Like if someone has a comment about someone's appearance or my appearance, then I generally like, you know, have those things banned because I don't want to see my entire chat filled with that. You know? I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then you're not a good person. If you don't understand that I don't want to get a lot of insults about my appearance. Not something that I enjoy. Rune Giant plus Magic Archer, please. I could, but like also at the same time, like Magic Archer doesn't fire that fast. So you're going to run into the same problem that we had earlier, where the Dark Goblin gets removed by spells and it does fire fast. The Dark Goblin just was hard to make work. You really want to run a beatdown deck with it. Goblin Giant is sturdy, so it will always get the buff, and it's really hard for the opponent to remove. And it also appreciates having this extra tank. So it works quite nicely in this situation. Like, I do think this is definitely the best deck in the game right now. And I don't think it's even close. This kind of ruined the game a little bit. Literally, the Rune Giant ruined the game. Wow, how many people are going to use that title for a video? I probably will. I think a lot of people will. Please do Rune Giant with Mirror. You still don't get the Rune Giant concept? Yeah, that's one of the other problems with the card. It's pretty hard conceptually to grasp, but every third attack is empowered, and it gets extra damage. So, since the firecracker has more projectiles, and, you know, the other thing is, like, the firecracker has more projectiles, the hunter has more projectiles, it gets enhanced quicker than a typical card. So it does more damage. Does a lot more damage. Hunter just does a lot more damage than other cards. Yeah, we have the Rune Giant here with archers and the Goblin Giant. We're just going to rage it up. So the Goblin Giant and the archers can do damage faster. And this should be a 3-crown. I don't think there's any way to stop it. Literally nothing he can do. Just sits there and loses. That's insane. Best replacement for Hunter? You need Hunter. You need Hunter and you need Goblin Giant. Those cards are irreplaceable in this deck. Sorry to break it to you, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it. You really, really need Hunter leveled up. If you wanted to, you could maybe put in like an Archer Queen, or you could maybe put in like, I don't know, Goblinstein, but like in reality, I think Hunter is like kind of necessary. It's 1 in a million card where it's like, it does a lot of damage as a range card, but it also functions as a distraction. And it also like gets amplified by the Rune Giant. There really isn't another card in the game that functions to that capacity. So, I mean, you're not going to have something that can counter a Hog Rider and also get amplified by a ranged attack from the Rune Giant and take tower. Like, I'm sure you noticed, or maybe you didn't see, but there was a game that I should have lost. And like people were like, oh, you lost because your deck gets countered by P.E.K.K.A. And I was like, no, I just played horrendously. My deck actually beats P.E.K.K.A. And they're like, no. And then I came back and I won, even though I played horrendously and deserved to lose the game. Like, there was no reason for me to win that game. So, yeah, Rune Giant, really, really, really good with beatdown decks. But on the Rune Giant, the damage is so low, it feels more like Snow Golem. Yeah, no, the card itself is trash. Like, the actual damage it does. It's the same thing as Goblinstein. If you guys have played Goblinstein, maybe you haven't, maybe you have. But if you have, you understand that the card itself is not good. The card itself doesn't do that much damage. It's just, like, I guess it stuns. It's just kind of a mid card. The only reason people play it is because the ability is really unfair. So, yeah, just keep that perspective in mind. I'm going to go for a Rune Giant here so the skeletons can lock onto that. I don't know if this is the right play, but we'll see how it goes. It doesn't seem like the right play, to be honest. We do have a level 1500, though. I think the archer just dies, which makes me sad. Oh, never mind. Nice. Okay, level 15 Rune Giant with guards. How does this do? Forcing arrows. Not bad. See, like, with other bait cards, it doesn't work as well because they can remove it with spells. So, well played by the opponent. It also, like, shows the unfortunate characteristic of bait cards just falling apart to bait counters like splash damage or arrows or spells. You have to play this deck with a chef? No, you don't need the chef. You do need the hunter. I'm not going to be that YouTuber that tells you, oh my gosh, you can use all these replacements. So when the replacements actually do work, like you don't need the chef. The chef is nice to have, but you do need the hunter. I'll always let you guys know on that end. Hopefully you guys appreciate that. I know some people get really angry when I don't give them replacements, but it's like, you know, it's really, really hard to make things work when they don't work. And I don't want you to waste your time if the deck doesn't work for you, you know? I hope that people appreciate that more. Or I wish people appreciated that more, is what I'm trying to say. Because there's nothing more frustrating than wasting your time with a deck that just doesn't work, you know? I don't ever want to, like, be like, oh, you know, here's a, like, you know, off-brand version of the deck that sometimes works, maybe. It looks like we're getting outplayed a little bit, unfortunately. But we do have Rune Giant and Goblin Giant, so there's always a chance to make a comeback. This guy's played quite well comparatively to us. Alright, we're going to go for Goblin Giant here. Throw this down. Yeah, it looks like I just got outplayed, honestly. Like, I think I just went into stuff and the bait cards just kind of killed me, so... Surprised that I lost this, but maybe if I had built up a bigger push, I might have been able to win. So well played by the opponent. I'll also show his deck really quick in case you guys want to copy it. I don't think that this deck is bad that he's playing, so definitely something to take a look at. I do think that it is going to get nerfed and buffed. Wall Breakers get a buff. And then also Mighty Miner gets a buff, but Recruits get a nerf. So overall, not a bad deck from our opponent. You guys can take a look at that, copy that if you want. I definitely could have played better than one. I think my deck is fine into that. I don't think I played that well. I think he played better than me. Needs Flying Machine. I don't think it needs Flying Machine, my guy. I think this is definitely the better one to play. Feels weird to see Tag in League 6. I mean, it is the first day of the season, man. I literally just started pushing on stream with y'all. But yeah, it does feel weird. It is what it is. I mean, you can't instantaneously climb up to Ultimate Champion in 2 seconds. When I first started watching your videos, I couldn't replicate most of the decks because the limited troops I had, but that just encouraged me to work harder. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's sad as well. Like, the better thing for people to do is, like, you know, get that mentality of working harder, jumping into classic or grand challenges and just leveling up that way. I mean, you definitely had the better mentality. It's just hard to have that mentality, you know? Alright, so we're going to plop down a Goblin Giant with a Rune Giant. It also doesn't really matter that much to me if he pulls the Rune Giant with a Fisherman, but if he pulls the Goblin Giant, my push is just dead. Yeah, like, look, the Goblin Giant, I'm so happy it's alive. Like, that's just doing so much more damage now. Great. Did Evo Valk instead of Recruits? Evo Valk, like, well, I don't know what your deck is, but, like, if you're putting Evo Valk in a Recruits-esque deck, that's not going to work. Evo Valk is a defensive card. Recruits are aggressive. You can't, like, mix and match two cards like that. It's pretty painful for me to watch people play Mega Knight and Valkyrie in the same deck. It is, like, objectively one of the most trash card combinations you could ever play in your entire life. And a lot of people think it's good at lower levels of gameplay. So, yeah, don't do that to yourself. If you're running, like, a Valkyrie and a Mega Knight deck, they're redundant. They both use splash damage. They both fulfill similar roles. But the the Valkyrie is, like, more of a slow-paced card, and the Valkyrie is... Sorry, the Valkyrie is more of a slow-paced card. The Mega Knight is more of a fast-paced counter-push card. The Valkyrie will always die on counter-push. How often do you see a Valkyrie walk onto the tower and win the game? Probably only with, like, a Graveyard Freeze deck and if the opponent's bad. Or just, like, completely gets outplayed or something like that. It's really, really hard to make that work. These Evo Archers are going to ruin this guy. You guys thought it would be the Rune Giant, but it's actually the Evo Archers today. Yeah, this deck is so good. It's nice to clap back against Recruits when we lost to it. I do think the last person we played against was a little bit better. I think he deserved to beat me, to be honest. We're just going to rage here, and I think we probably take the tower. I do think I lose tower as well, but, I mean, I mean, it's just part of the game. You like can't always defend with these types of decks. Especially when your opponent has Dagger Duchess, it's better to take the guaranteed tower instead of trying to overcommit on defense, in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's not always the right play. Depends. Like right now, I'm obviously going to defend this at 2000 HP. I'm going to focus on that than, you know, going all in or anything like that. But certain situations, it does make sense. It does blast my tower, so I don't think I played very well on defense there. Can you please ask the devs to make a quality of life improvement? Remove, delete deck, and bring back clear deck. The only one set to 15 to 10 decks, not some 50 sets. And a delete deck. What do you mean by that? Alright, let's just experiment. Wait, what does that just do? What did that do? What? Did I lose one of my decks? Oh, never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh my gosh, dude. I thought I lost one of my deck slots permanently. Oh, that would have been so bad. Dude, if that actually happened, that would have been one of the funniest things ever, though. I would have crashed out. Oh, that was good. That was a meme. That was a meme and a half, my guy. That was pretty funny. I'm not going to fib. I actually thought I lost the deck slot for forever. Dude, I thought you jawsed and just like bit into my deck slot, never to be seen again. My guy, you don't have to do me like that. Mighty Miner plus Rune Giant is 200 plus 200 plus 200 damage. Yeah, I think Mighty Miner is like pretty good with it as well. I think ramp up cards might be pretty good with it. All right, so there's some other decks that we wanted to test. Let's see how it goes. I wonder how it does with graveyard skeletons, because there's so many graveyard skeletons like going towards the tower. That'd be pretty funny, right? Graveyard freeze. It like gets near the tower. It likely won't get near the tower, but if it does, it does. Renumbered. And now all the decks are renumbered. Please ask them to fix it. Yeah, I guess they slide down one, right? That's rough. Okay, so where were the other decks that I wanted to play? Did we like mess them up? Dude, did I just lose one of my decks? Where's the drill deck? Did I lose the drill deck? Okay, no, here's the drill deck. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yeah, I'm disoriented because that's not how it was. How's Rune Giant is really broken with Goblin Giant. Like, unfair. Like, it's really, really broken with Goblin Giant. S+ tier. With other stuff, it's not that great. So, I don't think you have to worry about it that much. At least, like, with my experimentation, I'm sure that better players will have different outcomes. But, yeah. I'll try this with Firecracker. This is going to be more gimmicky, of course. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal. Because the Rune Giant tanking for a Firecracker is, like, you know, it's just going to get spelled down every time. Really? Okay, this guy's allergic to activating King Tower. We'll just log, I guess. Can we activate King Tower, though? Yeah, I guess so. Nice. The wall breakers hurt my feelings, but we're fine. You only took one Evo? Ah, it's fine. It's okay. You're using one evolution? Yeah, it's fine. I messed up. Oops. It's great with Little Prince on defense. Makes sense, makes sense. I feel like, we can just go, like, drill here and then Firecracker. Yeah, this does. This is not going to clean up the goblins in time, but okay. That's kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. I am not a fan of matching into something like this. We're gonna have to NATO this back towards the hunter. I might just take the L against the Mighty Miner. I'm not sure. It looks like the hunter just cleans, which is insane. That was really, really cool. I did not expect to defend that. That sucks. Also, using the Evo Firecracker like that just hurts. He's gonna arrow it anyway, I guess. But yeah, I guess when you match into arrows, like, it's really, really hard. We can try it, though. Alright, let's test it. I mean, he doesn't have arrows in cycle, so... For science. Wait, the Firecracker just goes super far away, right? I mean, it's still alive. It's still cooking. We can do it in the other side now, I guess, because we're going to probably take the other side, right? That's going to take my tower, man. I hate that card. When I match into it, I love it when I play it. All right. I actually just cooked myself. I don't know why I cycled it like that. It's fine though. Maybe not. We'll find out. Not really good gameplay. It is what it is. We'll see if we can cook a little, you know? Just a little cookage. We somehow have to not die. I'm dead though, right? Unless? What if the hunter just took out the tower there? That would have been so sick. Obviously horrendous for our homie, but yeah, GG. We'll jump to the next one. I don't think that's a very fair matchup. It's winnable. It's winnable. I don't think I played very well. So I do think that like the danger of running like firecracker here. I also did not have 2 evolutions. We'll play that again with 2 evolutions. I think that if you match into someone that has arrows, you're probably fine. But if you match into someone that has I think we would have won with 2 evolutions, honestly. If you match into someone arrows, you're probably okay if you can bait out their arrows with the evolved skeletons maybe. But like you need other arrows bait cards in the deck for sure. You can't just rely on the Evo firecracker. If they have arrows, they're just going to arrows the firecracker every time. I do think the Rune Giant is a little bit, like, gimmicky from a standpoint of, like, you need to have the proper support with it at all points in time. I do think that this deck might be okay, though. We'll see. We'll test it. I made this, by the way. I made this. I don't know if it's going to be good. I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all. Great skeletons. The mortar just misses. Does it miss the Ice Spirit or does it hit my tower? Wow. I thought the Ice Spirit was going to jump for sure. We full countered. Not bad. Alright. This looks bad. This actually looks really bad. Not a huge fan of how this happened. I goofed. Our skeletons are actually going to get cooked too. That's not good. That was really rough. Dude, I didn't think he would have Graveyard with that. There are counters to Graveyard in this deck, like Log Skeletons, Hunter. Like all those are just trash. Alright, Rune Giant beats out a 4 elixir mortar, so like not bad, right? If we do this, alright, I'm gonna eat that. We do this. Rune Giant, Evo Firecracker. Let's see how this goes. This hits a tower once. It did hit the tower once. It just kind of wasn't what we wanted. We wanted more than that, to be honest. Okay. I don't think we're going to use the gimmicky decks as much because I think like when we match into gimmickier decks, it's really hard to make these work. I'm going to go back to the Goblin Giant deck. We could try to win this game still, but like not looking great. Yeah, that's kind of what we thought would happen. Plus the skeletons are going to be annoying. We can't really kill those. Barbarial cleans everything up. Yeah, just free win. GG. We'll jump to the next one. I didn't like this guy's deck. I don't think it's that good. I think that like Mortar with Graveyard is just kind of weird. It's hard to make like a complicated card work very first game. Or very first game okay with it if you're running like a more complicated strategy that you've never played before. So I do think that maybe this is possible. It's just, I don't know. It likely requires a lot more skill to make like a hunter, firecracker, fast cycle deck work than I would want. And also, it also has more variables, because if you're playing a deck like this, you're kind of hoping that your opponent doesn't have arrows. And we played against arrows earlier, and then it just killed the firecracker, and then you're wasting 4 elixir with a thing that isn't going to give you guaranteed value. Whereas the Goblin Giant gives you guaranteed value every single time, right? When you use the Goblin Giant and it gets enhanced attack, it's just super, super good. So we could try it with other decks like Royal Giant maybe. But so far, I do think that the Goblin Giant is just really, really, really good. We'll try one more with this. You know what we could do? We could do a mix. Do a mutt mix. Do something like this. Try that, you know? Like, I don't know. Both of them maybe? We'll see how that goes. Are you so patient? I would have raged the last second lost. It's fine, man. I expect to test out new things. Not everything's going to go well. When you test things, you have to understand that, number one, your skill level could fail you. Like right there, I think my skill level failed me. I think I lost that because skill level. But number two, you're also going to expect to win and lose games because you're testing out new things. Like, if you jump into every game and you're like, I'm going to win everything. This is not how Clash Royale works at all, man. All right, we're going to try this. We can just kill all of his cards with this Dark Goblin. That'd be huge. How well does this Dark Goblin do when he doesn't have any other support? He's kind of able to block everything. That didn't go well. The Dark Goblin's not like overpowered to the extent of like killing everything in the game. Like, as much as I wanted it to, it can't. I'm playing that Dark Goblin deck you showed before the balance changes. Hey, Thomas, thank you for the $50 dono. My guy. Holy heck. Yo, dude, you're more overpowered than the Rune Giant out here. Thank you. Big W. Big, big W. Rune Giant's overrated if you ask me. I think in certain decks it definitely is. It is extremely overpowered in the deck that I showed earlier. Like, actually unfair. Have you ever rage quit a stream? Yes, definitely. I've rage quit a few streams. I usually, like, if there's a really bad stream, I'll, like, you know, redo it. If it's for an event or something, it's not really a rage quit. I think I've rage quit, like, a couple streams for, I don't remember. But I've definitely rage quit ladder streams when I was testing decks or something. Yeah, I think everyone has in Clash Royale. You know, it's just a Clash Royale experience once in a while. All right, Goblin Gang here. How does this do? All right, we're gobbling everything up. We're going to go Goblin Giant here as well. Goblin Gang did so well. And he's down a lot. I mean, this might just kill his hunter if we arrows. Well, we got extra value, guys. It's safe to say we got a little bit of extra value with those arrows. A little bit of a nice present, if you ask me. That was pretty cool. Would you say the developers, we want a different Evo ladder and non-Evo ladder? It'd be more fair and fun. Okay, sorry, I was not playing the game. When you leak elixir like that, you deserve to lose, by the way. That was horrendous. All right, let's try this out. See if we can cook a little bit. You can't even kill that, right? Oh, he's got fireball with 3 musketeers. Dude, what the heck, man? Like, actually, what the heck? Who even does that? The Looney Tunes character. So I'm just trying to test these cards, you know, and I'm hoping to play against people that don't have spells. But every single time I jump to games with this deck, you match into someone with a weird spell deck. Like, there's no reason for him to have all those cards that he has. You should not have log and fireball in this one. All right, we're just going to do this because this is the overpowered card combination that's really hard to defend. I don't know if he's able to stop this effectively. If he is, I'd be impressed. But I don't think he's able to. He's going to fireball, and then he just dies to the spear goblins, right? Ooh, never mind. That's not good. Gotta go recruits. And then immediately go Goblin Gang because he's going to go through musketeers in the middle. Really? That's surprising. I lost, obviously, but not the way that I thought I was going to lose. Let's plant down a Goblin Giant because he's going to go Royal Hogs, or he should. Yeah, we got to go Dark Goblin at the bridge, and I don't think that we outpace him. GG. That's an L. Yeah, I don't know why this guy had 3 musketeers fireball log, but it is the game, I guess. I do think that recruits, for whatever reason, at mid-ladder, like, I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but there's a lot of people that run decks that are based on beating recruits, or like maybe they're not intending to beat recruits, but a lot of the decks just are really, 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 really weird. What's the purpose of the new card? I'm confused by it. Yeah, that was the thing that I was telling them. I thought it was pretty confusing as well. If you're confused by it, don't worry. A lot of other people are going to be confused by it. It's not a concept that most people are going to be familiar with. It enhances the attack speed of the other... Sorry, it enhances the damage that your other cards deal. Every third attack that they deal extra damage. So it's not something that you should have to be familiar with, because it's not how Clash... Like, it's a brand new card that's basically like a walking spell. The way that I would like view it is it's essentially a walking spell, but it's a win condition and it targets buildings. It doesn't target troops, so it doesn't do any damage to troops. They need to bring back Lumberjack's attack speed. Did they nerf Lumberjack's attack speed? You think the Evo Ice Spirit is still good? Yeah, Evo Ice Spirit's really good. Evo Ice Spirit's really, really good. All right, we're going to go for recruits. We'll actually play this like a real game. I haven't really been playing these like real games. I've been trying to test out the card and limit test it. I'm going to go for recruits here. We're just going to let this go. We'll arrows on top of the princess, and we'll also go in for like not much else. I think if we can get a firecracker here and then force him to drop anything else near this princess, that'd be awesome. I think I'm actually not going to arrows the princess. We should Mighty Miner in front of the Dark Goblin, so then it targets that and our firecracker wins out. I like this a little bit. We're going to go Dark Goblin here as well. We're going to go Goblin Gang because the Mighty Miner is going to target the tower, and then the princess targets the wrong thing. Sniping that is actually really lucrative. Him logging that is like not bad for us because the Mighty Miner is going to do 1,000,000 damage because he's running a terrible tower right now. Because it hasn't got buffed yet. It's still like not terrible, but it's pretty bad in certain like situations and like double or triple elixir. If we princess at the bridge, we're just going to firecracker on it and kill it immediately. We drop it as close as possible so then the firecracker does like, you know, shoot faster. We can activate King Tower, which is fine. To be expected. The Dark Goblin is not in the best spot for him. Now we go Rune Giant, Goblin Giant. We don't actually have Rage in this deck, so I guess there is a little bit of a downside. This is like not the most optimal version. You definitely do want Rage so your stuff can attack faster. We're going to go arrows here on the Dark Goblin. And then our stuff's still alive, and then we can go Goblin Gang left side. So this wasn't as fancy or as cool. I don't think this deck is as good. It's something that we were trying to get, like, you know, the Firecracker or other things to get enhanced by the Rune Giant. But it just doesn't feel as, like, it doesn't feel as genuinely impactful. Like, it's hard to get the Rune Giant to enhance your Dark Goblins and Firecrackers, where it always enhances the Goblin Giant, because Goblin Giant just stays alive. So, yeah, we're learning out here. We're learning. We're going to try, though. We're trying. We're really going to try our hardest to get the Dark Goblin or Firecracker enhanced. Remember, Evo Ice Spirit was at the bottom of the rankings. Now it's one of the best Evos. Yeah, but it's about to get a pretty considerable nerf. It's not going to have the two things that it had before. Oh, that did not hit what we wanted it to at all. Terrible arrows. That made no sense. I mean, if we went in for a Firecracker, I guess, but a huge overextension. So we're going to go in for a Goblin Giant here first because we want to get back to the evolution. It'll activate King Tower as well. And then we can go in for a Rune Giant in front, so then it tanks for the Prince Shot. And then we can go in for like other stuff afterwards, like a Firecracker, and just see how it goes. We wanted to enhance the Firecracker and see. Alright, this is the third one. This was the extra damage. Didn't do much. Like, less consistent, too, you know? Firecracker just misses, like, 50% of the time. Like, that last miss just feels bad. I don't think that Firecracker is, like, that goated with it, to be honest. I wanted it to be goated. No, actually, I didn't. I don't want Firecracker to be that goated with it. I'm not a huge fan of Firecracker. Yeah, I want Rage with Goblin Giant. I think that's by far better than everything else. Go recruits here. Feels pretty hard to set up a good push with a Rune Giant to take full advantage of his ability. Okay, I'll go back to the other deck because you guys are saying that a lot. We're like, you guys missed me 3-crowning everyone, I guess. I'm not really sure. Maybe some of you guys missed that, but we were 3-crowning everyone. It's very easy. It's with the right deck. So if you guys didn't see that, I'll show you. I will show you guys. I've been trying to test it with other stuff, though. We can't even do that. Like, it doesn't make sense to go Rune Giant in front. Like, it's just bad. You can activate King Tower, and it's just like, he would kill that afterwards. It just feels horrendous. The Rune Giant here in front is the right play. And then we can go Gob Giant afterwards or some other stuff. We'll see. but definitely want to go recruits. And then go Goblin Giant with the stuff. And we're going to arrows here. We don't even really care that much about the tower damage. Alright, we're going to go firecracker. Oh, he has arrows still. Rough. And he's got zap. This is like, I don't know. I don't understand. Why do mid-ladder players do that? Why do they have arrow zap in their decks? Like, that actually... I don't know, man. I don't get it. If you have a bait deck, you should not have arrows and zap in your deck. It's just, your deck already has enough answers to bait cards. Doesn't make sense, bro. Mid-ladder players, man, they get you. They get you sometimes. They're crazy shenanigans. Okay, well, he just got himself a little bit. Alright, we're going to play this for the win now, hopefully. We can get it. I should have just Rune Giant to Goblin Gianted a lot earlier, but I didn't. That was the way that I should have played it, by far. Like, the right play. By far the best play here. We're going to hit the Dark Goblin, and then, obviously, like, we're not able to kill the Prince. Like, it's just a problem. The Prince staying alive is problematic, and then he zaps, and it's just, like, our cards are just dead. So, the inconsistency that you have against people that are mid-ladder players at this deck is just, like, not necessarily worth it. So, I will show the other deck that I think is a lot better. I'm not going to be playing Dark Goblin Firecracker anymore. My brain cells have been lost when I lose against people like this. It's just like, there's only so much a man can take playing against Arrow Zap every game. I can't do that to myself anymore. We deserve better. Go play this real. We're just gonna 3-crown people and use the most overpowered card combination, and it's not even fair. This is not even remotely fair, by the way. So we're just gonna go Goblin Giant in the back. I'm glad that we found this, by the way, because, like, I don't know. The other decks, they just didn't feel as consistent. They make the card feel not that strong, but when you play it with the right stuff, it's broken. Rune Giant is one of the weirdest cards. I don't know how to feel about it. No, it's unfair. It's straight up unfair. But, like, obviously, like, there's certain situations where people don't necessarily get the correct opinions of things. Like, a lot of people thought that Goblinstein wasn't broken, and then it was, truthfully, like, one of the best cards ever. And it took a little bit of time for people to realize it. This is one of those moments where, because it's a complicated card, not every single person is going to understand what they're supposed to do with the card. So I'm telling you right now, we've already found a broken card combination. This is what you want to do. It is not defendable for 90% of people. Like right now, we're just going to go left side and we win. Mid-ladder players, man, it's crazy. Like, I wanted to test the firecracker with it, but it just feels so inconsistent. This is very consistent. You're always going to get good interactions. This does not work, you know? This always works. But look, he's going to lose the Mega Knight to a Goblin Giant. That shouldn't happen, by the way. His Mega Knight is already dead. He literally just lost the Mega Knight to a Goblin Giant. And the Goblins stay alive and he loses the game. Like, this is not fair, right? This is actually just not fair. He has a tower. He has stuff to kill it. It just doesn't work, so... yeah. What's the base strategy for this deck? The base strategy is cycle to your Goblin Giant Evolution. Throw it down with a... throw it down with the thing in front, the Rune Giant in front. And then you are able to rage it if you get value with it. And it's really, really strong. So, kind of just wins you a lot of games from that perspective. You don't have to think that much and you'll just get free wins. And a lot of the comebacks were good. The differences you see between competitive and mid-ladder players. A lot of the mid-ladder players, like the people I lost to, a lot of them would never even come close to, like, you know, playing against my ranks at the end of the season. So I would never have to face the stuff that they did. Like, they're literally running, like, Zap Arrows and having Dagger Duchess. When you have Dagger Duchess, for instance, in the last deck, you already have, like, a pretty good answer to bait cards. Because the Dagger Duchess fires really fast. So she does great against bait. However... oh, that was terrible. I messed up my group. Alright, we'll go Rune Giant here. Maybe we can protect it. I don't think that this is bad for us. I haven't really been focusing, though. But, like, a lot of mid-ladder players will run, like, Pekka Mega Knight like this, which, I mean, it's too hard to fit that in the deck and make it work. I'll sometimes include a video where I'll play it for fun because people like it. But it's not a very strong card combination. It's like a C-tier card combination, even when it's played perfect. You can maybe argue it's B-tier because Pekka and Mega Knight Evos are pretty good. But, yeah, a lot of the times their decks are just not optimized. So, you'll run into some weird card combinations. And if your deck isn't, like, equipped to beating a whole host of decks, where it has a weakness, where, like, you know, maybe you're playing against Drill, double small spells. Like, play against Drill, double small spells with this, it's probably going to be, it's not going to go great. It's probably going to be a loss. But if we play into a Recruits deck with Arrow Sap and Dagger Duchess, you're just cooked. You're just cooked because, you know, you're just not going to do so well there if you're running a bait versus bait and they've got an extra spell and Dagger Duchess. Recruits also don't want Dagger Duchess because they're not applying pressure at all points in time unless it's the bait deck that has, what is it? The Dr. Puerto Rico bait deck. That thing does sometimes run Dagger Duchess. But the other standard recruits decks never do. So, like those type of things, you see that a lot in mid-ladder. Oh, at mid-ladder, you'll also see people run like Hog Rider Balloon, or you'll see a lot more Wizard. Sometimes you'll see P.E.K.K.A. win conditions as like their only card. Like they will actively only drop P.E.K.K.A.s with spells and wizards, and they'll expect the P.E.K.K.A. to break through because people at lower levels don't necessarily have the best mechanics. And also, if their cards are over leveled and they're running the evolved P.E.K.K.A., which is already a very broken card, sometimes, okay, we're gonna go Rune Giant here because this is level 15. I just want to see. I want to see how this goes. It probably won't do great, but we can throw down a Goblin Giant. Okay, we're gonna rage first because the Hunter will stay alive. Oh, Hunter whiffed. The Hunter can sometimes be inconsistent. All right, watch. Oh, it's level 16. Nice. That's pretty cool. Honestly, not gonna fib. I'll take that. All right, we'll go Gob Giant in the back. How do you think Rune Giant would be with Expo? I was thinking that, but I don't really play Expo. I haven't really leveled it up, so we could try it. Does it enhance the speed of buildings, or is it just units? Can you guys let me know? Because that makes a big difference, right? If it enhances the speed of like projectiles from buildings like Expo, that could be pretty fun. I think it could be more of a meme video. Rune Giant plus Ram Rider, we need this. Rune Giant plus Ram Rider. I mean, I don't think that really works. I think the Ram Rider... I think their stuff would just die to Mega Knight plus P.E.K.K.A. like random mid-ladder stuff right now. So it's like, if I'm playing against P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider every game, it's like, you don't really get to show it. But if they're running bad decks, they're just going to lose against this every time. Like, there's no shot. Like, if you're... I don't know what this deck is, actually. I don't know if it's bad or good or not. I don't know if it's mid-ladder. Oh, it's mid-ladder. Mid-ladder. Like, yeah, there's no shot he ever wins. He's never going to beat me when I'm running a good deck that can kill most decks in the game. At mid-ladder, it's just... This shows the true strength of this. I can pretty much 3-crown everyone while I'm not really paying attention either. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Alright, so we're going to go and throw our archers down here, and then I kind of want to just like go guard so we don't lose a tower, but really want to see how the archers do, to be honest. Do they take out the entire tower here? Not quite, actually. A little bit sad, not going to lie. Well, if you didn't know, Goblin Giant on defense against Graveyard is actually not bad. It is kind of sad when they do that, though, not gonna lie. Dang, bro. You had to freeze me like that, bro. Sheesh. Alright, we'll play better. We'll just capture the win, I guess. We've just been casually playing this one. We'll try a little bit more, I guess. Alright, if we stack up 2 Rune Giants, how does this do? Double Rune Giant action. Are we gonna ruin the game? I think so. Wait, the Hunter just killed something. Oh my gosh! So much damage. It's actually insane. You ever considered to eat raw meat? No. I actually dislike eating raw meat or raw sushi in general. I don't know if you saw, but like it was actually a like nationwide thing where a food influencer like went to a sushi bar I went to all the time, and there was like worms in it. I was like, oh no, or parasites. It was Bob Sushi. It's like renowned in Seattle for like really cheap but also like good sushi. A lot of the sushi I used to post was actually from there, and then there were parasites in the raw stuff. So I'm like, thankfully I just ate unagi sushi, which was not raw ever, so it's always cooked. What's the next subscribers deck stream? Also, I missed the arrows. Feels bad, man. But maybe it's calculated missing of the arrows. Maybe I can just activate King Tower with the Goblin Giant. Oh, why did that go back towards my guards and not hit my tower? That 100% should have hit my tower. That got debunked. They should have sued that guy. Oh, it got debunked? Wait, really? Are you serious? Yo, I'm sorry for even saying that then. I actually hate when you say things like, I thought that was like 100%. Okay, thank you. Shout out to Tim. I did not hear that that was debunked. Okay. Wow. Yo, my bad, bro. My bad. I should never have said that. I saw so many articles like New York Times. Like, I assumed that, like, with that amount of stuff that it would have been accurate. But, yeah. All right. Might be. So, apparently, Fob Sushi is not bad. I'll have to take a look into that afterwards, man. Thank you for letting me know. All my friends, like, kept messaging me. They're like, Jake, you're going to die. I'm like, please, no. I've leveled up my defenses to level 15. I've paid enough. One win out of 10 with this deck, then you're not playing it correctly. You could watch me play it and just like see what I'm doing. Like, I'm not throwing Goblin Giants at the bridge very often, unless I'm up elixir. Most of the time I'm focusing on defense. When I'm up, then I can throw stuff at them. A lot of times I'm not using my arrows on defense against the Goblin Barrel because it's an even trade. I prefer to use units. And then when I'm up elixir, I can throw more stuff back at my opponent. Generally going Rune Giant in front, then Goblin Giant here. Evolved Archers in the middle to split up and attack everything is quite good. Or stagger them off to the side a little bit more and then go guards. I think this is fine as well. And then we should be able to defend everything. I don't think we have any problems here whatsoever. I'm going to rage so we can guarantee kill the Spear Goblins. Then we're going to arrows on the Goblin Barrel because you got other stuff with it. So made sense in that positioning. So we have Hunter here. We can pull things in the middle. We can drop it on top of things. It doesn't really matter. The Rune Giant on defense is garbage. It doesn't deal damage. Don't drop it on defense. It's not a defensive card. Yeah, if you haven't played the thing before, like, you're maybe not going to play well if you can't adapt to it quickly. But, yeah. Also, if you play other decks, like maybe you play Logbait or a Hog Rider deck, you might not play perfectly with this deck. But trust me, if you lose 9 out of 10 games with this deck, you're definitely doing a lot wrong. Rune Giant needs a haircut. Dude, I thought you were going to say, Jake, you need a haircut. And I'd be like, yes, I do. I do. My hair is falling in my face. All right. How long has he been streaming? I'm not sure, but I plan on streaming for 2 hours. Maybe 4 elixirs too little and should be 5. I mean, the issue with the card is it doesn't really work with like the bait cards that get amplified. It's really hard to make them work right now. I think it's possible. I think like maybe Mohammed Light or like higher level people can do it consistently. I'm not able to. I'm not good enough to make it work with Dark Goblin and that stuff into someone with arrows, zap, and all that stuff. Like, it's annoying. So I do think it's more situational, and you want to run a deck like this where it's like, look, I'm getting an enhanced Goblin Giant, herp to derp, I'm going to rage it up, and then it's level 15, and then it kind of just kills everything. Like, this is just objectively, like, you have to be so cost effective to defend this, and you have to be so much better than the person randomly dropping this stuff at the river. Like, he's clapping, like, he's really pissed. Rightfully so, too. It's been an hour and a half, yeah. Is Goblinstein still the best champion? Yes, because this card is not a champion. Get the Vegeta cut? Yo, I got you. Say less, bro. Say less. Believe it or not, you're the first streamer that I've ever answered my questions. Dude, I'm beating the not reading stream allegations today. To be fair, I'm a pretty bad streamer. I would say that... Oh, that was 2,900 damage. That was 2,900 damage on the Goblin Giant. Did you guys see that? That was 2,900 damage on the Goblin Giant. Unbelievable. We're going to throw this down. And then we're going to go in for a Fisherman on his Fisherman, hopefully. Oh, look at my gameplay, my guy. Okay, so, like, I haven't been making plays like that right now because I've been wanting to, you know, enjoy the card. I, believe it or not, could have won all of the games with the triple Spell Warriors if I was running, like, a regular Royal Recruit stack. But I've been trying to, like, actively waste Elixir so I can get more value from this card, or from the rune. And it's just, like, no matter how I do it, like, even against, like, mid-ladder players, it's hard to get value with. So I just think it's too inconsistent with it, unless, like, it's a nice to have. Like, it's nice to have the Evolved Archers. Nice to have the Evolved Archers get the benefit. But it's, like, not something you can guarantee, you know? Are we gonna arrows here? Guards off to the side because we made the prediction. Alright, he's gonna take tower. Yeah, Goblin Giant Evo is broken. But we're also running broken stuff as well, so I guess it is what it is. Oh, that sucked. Looks like we lose, honestly. Oh, maybe not yet. Not today, Satan, is the game. I played really well, and then I kind of fumbled. All right, we'll just see if we can finesse this. You guys know what I mean by finesse this, right? The finesse. The finesse. Look at the finesse, guys. Look at the high big brain IQ strategies. I think we just throw it back. If I had an Inferno Dragon, I'd pay my entire bank account, bro. Get a Goblin Giant on the right. Never mind. Do you believe in magic? I don't. That does not feel good. No! I actually beat him and then I threw. I don't know what I was doing. I thought I won the game, so I kind of zoned off. Feels bad, man. It's okay. I think the people we're playing against actually have to respond or think a little bit more. I'm in League 6 like you. Hopefully I play against you soon. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. Finished 9.6k. First time ever using your recruit deck. Thank you for the enthusiasm, positive disposition. You're a diamond in the rough. Thanks, man. I feel like I'm not always positive, and I'm not always enthusiastic. I think I'm very unenthusiastic about this card, to be honest. I think out of all the people, I am the least enthusiastic about this card. But yes, usually in a normal meta and stuff like that, yeah, I would agree with you. Thank you, man. Appreciate the good vibes. I appreciate the good vibes. I also think I've been way more negative than normal. Mostly because of the meta, and I don't want to sugarcoat things for you guys. But yeah, this is really low skill. You can kind of just drop your stuff and it works. What do you think of Evo Dark Goblin? I actually haven't played it yet. I'm going to be doing a different live stream where I test it out. So I wanted to separate it, number one, because there's so many things going on and this is a complicated card. Number two, it's also better for YouTube to separate things. Like if I do a live stream where I, show the Dark Goblin, that's better than doing live stream where I just, do everything. It's like, yeah, it's better to have things more separated. So people that want to see Dark Goblin see the Dark Goblin. People that want to see this card get to see this card. What's your first loss with this deck? I don't know. I think almost all of the losses that I've had are skill issues and deserved, to be honest. Like, I don't think any of the losses that I had were like, oh my gosh, the deck counters me. Like, I can't believe I couldn't have done anything. There were other decks that I was running the bait decks. I do think that there's certain situations where I was losing that I couldn't have done anything, but not with this deck. I do think that this deck is broken. Like right now, if we rage this up, do we just kill the Inferno Dragon? We just kill the Inferno Dragon. The Inferno Dragon's just dead. We have now a level 16 Goblin Giant. You guys see how unfair that is? Hit Inferno Dragon, Tesla, Valkyrie, and look at the damage he's taking. That's stupid. Like, he actually had the best defenses in the entire game for that. And he still wasn't able to get a perfect defense. Like, obviously, most opponents will not have Inferno Dragon, Valkyrie, Tesla. Like, that is unlikely that that will ever be a thing that we see again. Guy's a deck built to beat it, Truly. Yeah, this is literally like a deck built to beat it. So this is actually the first time that I've ever faced anything that is kind of based to beat it. Like, his entire deck is defense. That makes sense. Okay. Well, if we lose this one, I'm okay with that. I'll take the L, This is totally fine. It's also good that there are certain decks that can beat this, Not the entire game, like, getting stomped by it. So if you literally do build a Valkyrie, Ice Wizard, Tesla, yeah, this guy's BM too, so he's not a great person. It is what it is. To be fair, our deck is so toxic that I genuinely think I do deserve the BM. We'll say GGG and well played, because, like, you build a deck to beat it, congratulations. It's not like he played very well. I think he played standardly, but, like, our deck is actually the most toxic thing in the game. I love the fact that I was like, I haven't lost a single game yet because of matchup, and that was the very first time it happened. Literally, I guess there is a first time for everything, right? So it is what it is. We can throw Rune Giant down here in front so it tanks for the skeletons. And then the Goblin Giant might be able to gobble that up. I think that's fine because we only take 300 damage. I like that a lot. We can go guards here. I think I'm just going to go guards and then rage. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be great, but I like that the Goblin Giant's alive. Oh, easy king tower activation. If we can just kill the guard or the rail. Oh, this is not great. I messed up. I forgot that the thing would just go so far in front. Oh, we still got the king activation. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go. Would love to buy a baby golem in the meta. See my baby golem. Okay, sorry. I was like, baby golem? Is that a new Clash Royale card? That's insane. The best pure sushi in Seattle is Capo Tempura and Lake Union. Best. Dude, I'll take a look at both of those. My gosh. Dude, Tim, you're a legend. I'm actually going to copy and paste that while playing the game right now. My dude. What a legend. Shout out to Tim. Thank you, dude. If you have any suggestions for Seattle, always let me know, bro. And then the Valk dies? Yeah, the Valk. I mean, hey, like, the fact that we almost won that matchup when it's 100 million O for him is crazy. Like, he literally built... Like, if you told me what deck to build to beat it, it would be that last one. So, it's just... I don't know. That was crazy. So, look how good this is going for us, though. That's kind of nice. We'll take that. He lost all of his stuff on defense. See, like, recruits are based on, like, getting counter-pushed. And if you can't get counter-pushed, the cards just don't really work. Which is sad for recruits players, right? Like, I don't know. I think he played okay. I don't think that was, like, bad gameplay on his end. We'll throw down a Goblin Giant here, and then likely just rage to kill the archer, or the, thing. If we can kill the firecracker, I'll be happy. If not, then I'm a little bit of a sad sir. Arrows on us, which makes sense. That's kind of what we expected, to be honest. Fisherman again in the middle. We're going to throw down another set of spam. Going to go guards first, not leak that much elixir. We were leaking too much earlier. Go Rune Giant. Goblin Giant. We have a fisherman. We got all this stuff. Hell yeah. And then we're going to rage. Because the Goblin Giant's getting tanked for, right? That's the thing. If the Goblin Giant's getting tanked for it, it stays alive. And then you're able to do that. It's just straight up shenanigans. And then you can go Rune Giant at the river if you want. I mean, probably not the best play unless we can pull in the firecracker, which we were able to. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Is it going to be a win condition? Probably not, right? Even if we rage it, it's not going to do enough. It's pretty trash by itself. Not quite. See, it just doesn't do enough. Doesn't do enough. Guy's going really aggro, but probably the right play on his end. We're going to arrows on the left. Good arrows. We're going to throw this down. Fisherman on the Goblin Cage. Want to kill the Goblin Cage as quickly as we can. Arrows afterwards and win the game. Because that's level 15 and you can't stop that. Nice. All we had to do was kill the Goblin Cage with the Fisherman and guarantee the Goblin Giant would walk to the tower. A lot of these people are really good at the game, by the way. I do think the higher we get up, the people are actually quite good. Let's take a look. Yeah, the Ultimate Champion 2000 in the world. So, like, just to be clear, guys, everyone that we're playing against at this point actually understands how to play the game. These people are not bad at Clash Royale. When I was playing against people earlier, we were totally trashing everyone. I should have won this one. I literally didn't try at the end. I thought we had already won. But yeah, everyone that we're playing against is Ultimate Champion. So if you think that any of these people are bad or just aren't great when we're 3-crowning them or whatever, or when we were, a lot of them are actually quite good at Clash. They're good, but they're a bit pricey. Yeah, I might go to one of them for my birthday or if my parents are here. I don't really spend that much money on food. Can't really afford to be honest. A lot of the money that I spend just goes back into videos and or like, you know, kind of hopefully pursuing the Pokemon dream of the second channel. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, if my family's here or if it's a special occasion, I'll take a look. I don't really go to expensive sushi or anything like that for that reason. Typically my favorite food to eat is like, I don't know, like a sandwich or something. That's typically what I splurge on when I go out. Sometimes like my credit cards will give me rewards. So then I'll get like extra money. Like I think one of my credit cards gives me $10 to use on like Grubhub or something. So I do that. Money goes to Supercell. Yeah, Supercell has all my money, man. They skazommed me. Oh wait, what if we Rune Giant with this? That's really cool, because we deleted the entirety of all that, right? Then we can go archers. Let's see how this does. Honestly, not bad, right? And we can rage. Looking good. Looking real good. Alright, already. Let's get it. Release your income. I actually don't even know what my actual income is this year or last year. A lot of times it fluctuates based off of the month, and I spend a lot of money on editing, so I don't really know what it's going to be. I do know that I spend a lot, so I do make a bunch, but it also, like, my spend is very, very high. That is the thing. Especially with YouTube, it, like, I don't know, it fluctuates a bunch based off of how many ads and stuff you get. You know? Alright, we're gonna go in for a hunter here. And we're gonna go archers. Ooh, we're cooked. Great. Dual lane pressure though. I mean, if the archer just like kills the bomb tower, then we're in a great spot, to be honest. I can't complain about that. I don't know why bro has bomb tower against us. He does have a bomb tower. Really is one of those bomb tower players. Surprisingly, that did not kill me. I'm really shocked that it did not kill me. Alright, we're gonna have to go Goblin Giant at the bridge, and we're gonna have to break through right now. This now needs to work, and if it doesn't, we lose. I forgot that charged, man. That sucks. That's really rough. I thought it was like a regular recruit for a second, or that it would die. Dang. I think if I like spent more elixir on defense there, I might have had it. Maybe the arrows was an overcommitment. Yeah, I think the arrows at the end was bad. Bro, what are these mid-ladder decks though? Oh, that's funny. I think like Goblin Cage would have been better for us, to be honest, but whatever. I could have played that better. That was the skill issue. I think I overcommitted. Most annoying emote? Probably just like the skeleton cry or something with a really loud sound. Pokemon Dream was the very best, like no one ever was. Dude, we're gonna try to be the best Pokemon channel like there never was. Right, just run it, man. Just run it. Like, look, the Dark Goblin's just gonna get sniped. It's just kind of useless in that situation. Alright, we're gonna rage. See if we can kill the cannon a little bit faster. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's cool. That's cool. That's nice. I like that. I'm a big fan of killing cannons in 1 second. You guys see that? Did y'all see that? That was actually insane. Like, that's not fair at all. Funny, but it's not fair. If we Rune Giant... Goblin Gang ain't bad with it, to be honest. What does the new card do? The new card, I think, I've explained this too many times. It basically, it does extra damage for your other cards every third attack. I'm not going to repeat that anymore. If you guys, if one of my mods could tell people to like go back to the very start of the video every single time. Because it's like one of those things. Alright, alright. When does the new card drop? It's already live. I'm playing with it live. I like how honest and transparent you are. Thank you, man. I try to be. Alright, we're gonna Rune Giant in the back. I don't think I played this well. What if we just 3-crown them? Like, what if we just 3-crown? What if I just say no? And then say, hey, we're dealing a finishing blow. Dude, that's crazy. That's still not gonna kill right now. It's very winnable right now, but I don't know. We gotta get a Gob Giant down. We best be getting that Gob Giant down yesterday. You best be getting that Gob Giant down yesterday, my dude. Huge tank for him, though. Kind of annoying. All right, we're to arrows. If the archers just lock tower, I think we got it, man. Not quite. Barely going to be an L. Dang, I thought. Jeez, man. These people are really good at the game now. All right, I actually have to fully focus. The sweat is coming off, guys. We're going to try our hardest in a couple of these games. I'm kind of shocked. GG. I'm surprised. I didn't expect any of these people to, like, be that great at the game, but a lot of them are quite good. I want to see that guy's rank. What was he? Only Ultimate Champion? What? That's crazy. He played really well. I'm surprised. All right, we'll play really, really well in these next couple games. I'll play my best. All right, all right. We'll play our best with the deck. All right, already. All right, Tim, I will actually take a look at those right after the game, bro. I'm going to actually just copy and paste everything. My birthday is also coming up tomorrow, so I might actually go to one of those. I'm going to take a look, and I'll probably go to one of those. I'm not even fibbing. All right, we're a fisherman here. We kill the princess. The hunter stays alive. And also, we don't have to do anything because that's all dead. So we're going to go Gob Giant at bridge because we already have that stuff still pretty healthy. And we can go guards. With that, we can also rage with the Goblin Giant higher level. I think we've won the game. All right, we focused and we won. So I guess that's kind of what happens sometimes. There's no way he comes back from that. That's a lot of damage. We're not going to, like, not focus for the rest of it. We're going to focus for the rest of this game. We'll focus for the next 3 or 4 games. Win in a W. League 6, no joke. At the start of the season, it's not a joke. Like, you got to make sure that you have things in... like, try to make sure that, like, when you're saying that, like, you have the entire context, right? Would you even reach League 6 right now? I don't know, my guy. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not in the very first day of the season in the first couple hours. But yeah, like, sometimes you'll match into top 2,000 players. That's what was happening, so I did have to focus a little bit more. We're trying to just kill the knight. Maybe we can kill the Dark Goblin if we're lucky. If not, it's fine. We can go guards here, or in the tower, or on top of the Dark Goblin. Wow, that sucked. I was supposed to actually go in the Dark Goblin. I thought he was going to maybe go Goblin Barrel, so I wanted to go guards in front. So then the Dark Goblin would get targeted afterward. Alright, so we can go Hunter, we can go Dark Goblin. Let's just do Hunter. I think Hunter is the most effective here, because it will kill the Knight. I'm pretty sure. No, not if he does that. Alright. Still fine. Go throw down a Gob Giant, because he's going to, like, overcommit. Yeah, that's crazy overcommit. That's insane. He's dead. Yeah, he's only going to have cannon. We rage. He doesn't have much else. That Spear Goblin should lock tower. Oh, he's going to go Knight. Okay, well played. He'll go Dark Goblin and other stuff. We do this. Princess. Dark Goblin. I thought his reaction speed was faster. That sucks. That's really frustrating, actually. I thought his reaction speed would be a lot faster than that. That's so tilty. Because most people that, like, last season when I was playing, they would respond immediately when they saw stuff like that. This guy did not. I'm gonna go Goblins. No Goblin Gang? I'm really confused. Badness. I thought he would do a lot of different things, but none of it really happened. Probably Princesses. Dark Goblin dies because the Fisherman placement was really good. You can throw down a Goblin Giant here in the corner. He's gonna Princess. We can arrows on the cannon and the Princess. This is really, 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 really toxic. Rage first. No, we can't, I guess. We're just gonna go Archers. That's phenomenal arrows value. Thank you, bro. That wins us the game with the Hunter. Nice. Eventually, right? Yeah. He has to Princess Goblin Barrel. Nope. Fisherman here. Yeah, I have to focus a little bit more because these people actually, like, know the correct plays a bit more than most people. Like, yeah, it's just different. If I'm not focused and I see, like, a stupid card fly by and I'm talking to chat or something, like, I wasn't able to go in for the push as much as we wanted. We want to pair it with the Goblin Giant. We don't want to pair it with regular Goblin Giant as often. You can pair it with regular Goblin Giant, but it's generally better with, like, the evolved Goblin Giant. So we try to throw our Goblin Giant down as early as we can when we have the pancake. Until then, we just kind of wait. Like, the optimal way of playing this strategy is waiting a little bit, getting the pancake full, then Goblin Gianting in the back. First play, literally. He also has pancakes, so maybe it's P.E.K.K.A. So I stand corrected. I'm going to go Archers. With P.E.K.K.A, I don't want to go Goblin Giant into that. It's because I don't have guards Fisherman. Okay, yeah, we're going to go other side. The Electro Dragon won't get supported by a P.E.K.K.A now. That's actually pretty big. He's going to P.E.K.K.A right. Obviously. The Electro Dragon dies. It's not going to give him anything. And then we can guards on the P.E.K.K.A and we're totally fine. It's actually really, really good for us. We're going to get a card cycle where he can't keep up with our Goblin Giant. I actually misclicked a little bit. That's fine. We're going to go Rune Giant with this. I don't know how this does. We're going to mess around and find out. We can also Fisherman to pull things into the Hunter. And we can Rage. Just for the memes. I don't think this takes tower, but maybe. Oh my god. Look at that damage! Look at the damage it did! What? Okay. That wasn't on the radar for us, but we're going to go Goblin Giant at 6 elixir because he's down a lot. He can't afford P.E.K.K.A. Immediately, at least. And when he can, it's going to get overwhelmed by goblins. And then we have guards on the P.E.K.K.A evolution, so he's just screwed. Freest win of my life. The goblins are going to start spawning on the tower, bro. What are you doing? Are we arrows here? That's game. Yeah, see, I'm focused a lot more now. Maybe I should have done this since the start. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure. Alright, we're gonna do this. He's gonna Electro Dragon behind this and all in, so. We're gonna just try to do this. Watch, this is the play. If you guys are wondering how to counter P.E.K.K.A, this is the play that I did in the 21 challenge the entire time. It's usually just going for guards, Fisherman, and it's pretty goated. It did not work there as intended, but fine. Maybe okay. Don't know if it's actually going to be okay, guys. I think it's kind of like a little bit scuffed, but it's fine. We should be able to take the other tower. Not get 3 by this. Ideally. Dude. That's so toxic. If he balloon hits me, I actually lose, but I don't think it's going to reach. Wow, that deck is toxic, bro. Of all the Electro Dragons, still a menace. zero HP balloon on a tower? Sheesh. Yeah, we're so fully focused. It did 1,455 damage to the tower. Yeah, it's insane. When is the Magic Archer Evo coming? I don't know. It's my favorite card in the game, so I've been waiting for it. Okay, so since we have Pancake Tower, we're just going to wait. We'll wait for this guy to make the first play. It's bad. You can't cycle cannon like that. This is nothing. That doesn't counter push, bro. What are you doing? Oh, one of the archers. They're level 15. That sucks. Put on the Goblin Giant, I guess. Golden Knight countered in the back. What a bad Golden Knight ability. That doesn't even make sense. Like, you're obviously going to hit one of the goblins or one of the guards. We're going to rage this. It's level 15. It might as well. Like, it's going to kill the cannon quicker. It's going to get a lot more damage on the tower. I think that's valuable. I might be wrong, but we're going to eat most of the Dark Goblin. No, we're not going to eat that anymore because you're going to Fire Spirit it. Okay. We're spending that amount of elixir. I guess I'll bite. I'll drop my Fisherman. We're up so much elixir right now, right? We're at least up 2. And then this is fine. I mean, you spent 3, I spent 3, 4, trade even. It's level 15, might as well, right? It's likely not going to do much. That did nothing. These guards are probably trash too, but I might as well just see. Yeah, so Rune Giant just doesn't work very well with other cards based off of like this. Like, it's just not going great. You want to have it with the Evo Goblin Giant. Like, otherwise the other cards are too flimsy. Like, it's nice to have the Archer's evolution for sure, but like, not great to have other things. Hey, I like your video. I like you, man. Thanks for being here. Also, if you guys want to like the video, it's a great way of supporting me for free, so feel free to like my video if you want to support the channel and support me. Love you guys. All right, we have a hunter still alive, so this is probably pretty big. Evo archer's up in here too. Archer split is crazy. Doing crazy work. That archer actually just kills him. Like straight up annihilates his dreams. Level 16, maybe? No, level 15. Oh, it's game over. Stupid level 15 cards are so strong. And then we can do this. Because then it enhances the 3 crown. Like this is actually a big baller play. A lot of people don't do that. Like if you big baller play and enhance it with the 3, it's just a 3 crown. It doesn't, it's so dumb because you have very low HP cards and then their attack speed and damage increases. So it applies pressure to the 3 crowns. So they can't even afford to defend and attack at the same time. So he just loses. And then it looks really bad for him. And then, you know, if he was streaming or something, he'd get flamed. But he doesn't deserve to get flamed. He's just like, you know, you can't do that. Like the thing literally puts 3 crown pressure. It turns garbage cards that would die into cards that really matter to defend. Like he had to defend that. He had to defend that. So yeah. I'm sorry I wasn't locked in as much earlier, guys. Now I'm showing you guys the true power of the deck. I'm like way more focused, not really reading chat, just vibing. Does the pancake extra level make that big of a difference? A huge difference. Massive, massive difference. You have to also consider these buffs feed off of each other. So a level 15 card that's getting extra damage, that's also on top of that, not only just that, but bro, it's getting extra damage. It's raged up so it attacks faster, and it like has all these buffs. Like, you gotta understand when it has all these buffs and there's buffs on buffs on buffs on buffs, it's really problematic. Also, if you're playing against the Rune Giant, the number one thing I'd recommend is dealing with the cards behind it or killing the support cards. If you can kill the support cards of the Rune Giant, the card is trash. They spend 4 elixir on nothing. They literally just empty their bank account for garbage. So that's why the Rune Giant is like really good with cards that survive, that they can't feasibly kill. So that's the way I play it. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. I think I've said this a lot, but I just want to reiterate it. Get value with the other cards. Do not get value with the Rune Giant. The Rune Giant is not strong by itself. We could like support this and go into a musketeer, but that seems like a really stupid strategy. So instead of doing that, I'm going to let him overspend elixir. Shouldn't have spent anything on that. That was a bad play on our opponent's end. Instead of doing that, he should have just let it happen. All right, we're going to go Rune Giant. Going to go in for a fisherman. And then we're going to rage this all up. And that did 850 damage to the... it did a lot of damage to the fisherman, so my fisherman won. We're going to pull that off. And the spear goblin stay alive. Would have been a lot better, honestly, not going to lie. We can kite this to the other lane. It's definitely the right play. 100% high kite to kite as many as we possibly can. And then we're going to arrows. And then the Mega Knight dies. And then the Mega Knight actually like gets such a bad trade. Because the Goblin Giant's going to give us an evolution. And it also killed an entire Mega Knight, which is crazy. We knew he was going to do that, so we just played safe. Go guards. Pull the Mega Knight. Evolved archers. Pulls the Mega Knight twice. The evolved archers stay alive. The hunter kills the Mega Knight. And then we can go Evo Goblin Giant with the evolved archers and win the game. I hope that defense like made sense to y'all. This is like a little bit complicated because the what's going on, everything. There's a lot of stuff going on the map, but hopefully it helps you guys get better. Evo Archer is gonna get zapped. This guy's very good at the game. He's actually not bad. Probably one of the better players we played against all day. Like he's withstood a lot of tests. Most people fall apart and just lose. This guy's really good. I'm genuinely a little bit impressed by him, not gonna lie. Throw this down. I do think he's getting absolutely destroyed by a Goblin Giant, though. So, you know, that does happen in Clash Royale, even if you're good. Kind of gnarly how good a Goblin Giant can be. Level 15, the game's just over if it gets on the tower. Like, actually, just unironically, just game over. How many games did we win in a row? So we won 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 5. Then we'll probably end off that. The effect goes away when the time the giant dies. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. If the projectile hits something, like, and it does 600 damage, like, the Goblin Giant shouldn't have done that, you know? Oh, Hunter behind the tower should full counter Goblin Barrel for fast enough, but we're slow. When you make another video on the Evo Recruits, Evo Bomber Rare Matter deck, probably not for a bit. I want to make videos on the new cards. I don't want to mess with those instead of doing other stuff. Also, we got the Hunter counter pushing because we defended against a Goblin Barrel with it, so it just makes sense for us to do this. We're going to Rage because we want the Hunter to attack more, so we might just win. Just win this game. This game's just over. Is there any way he defends this? There's 0 chance, right? It's just game's over. It's already over. What a cool card combination. What an awesome collection of cards. Very skill-based strategies here only. It looks like if you drop the the Hunter, so you defend with units first and foremost. That's why, like, we don't have buildings in this deck. If you defend with a Hunter and you kill a Goblin Barrel and you don't arrows, the Hunter's going to counterpush with your freaking overpowered cards of your Rune Giant and your Goblin Giant. So if you have cards counterpushing, that's why this deck is broken. You get an elixir advantage. You have a -1 trade, so you have a 1 elixir Hunter with a Goblin Giant, and then they just die. When they're down elixir, they literally can't defend this deck. That's the thing. It's really, 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 really tough to defend this when they're down elixir. We're just going to do the same thing. It's kind of fun. We're going to rage it up. We attack more. And then we're going to see if our value can soar. So yeah, unfortunately, the Goblin Giant died first there, so that's not good. If your Goblin Giant dies first, that's the worst. Really, really bad feeling. The Rune Giant specifically, I guess, if the Goblin Giant dies first and there's Goblin spawning afterwards, it could make sense in that very specific situation. But I don't know why the guy didn't arrows or log or something. So, like, he could have cleaned everything up and it would have been fine if he dropped, like, the spell. But, like, I guess he knew he died, so he didn't want to try anymore. Yeah, this is a very unfair deck. Very broken. Very fun. So if you guys want to win all of your games, learn how to play this. You just have to, like, lock in a little bit. It's brainless. It's easy. Rune Giant with your Goblin Giant. Focus on defending. Throw those things as a counter push, and you will crush everyone you play against. I love you guys. It's my birthday tomorrow. I will probably do a very, very short live stream. I will take a look at whatever y'all have been saying recently. There's so many recommendations that you guys have been asking for food for me to try out. So I'm kind of psyched for that. Not going to lie. I love you guys. No matter when or where you are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. It means a lot to me to have, like, community want my day to be good. It's awesome. So thank you guys for that. Also, please make sure to check out the pinned comment if you want to see, like, one of the new best decks in the game that doesn't have the Rune Giant, but has a lot of the new buffed cards that are just super strong. So if you want to see a Goblin Giant Double Prince deck that just got buffed by the balance changes, check out the pinned comment. And you will not be disappointed because this deck is filthy. It's really, really fun to play. And it is... I played it before the balance changes. And the balance changes haven't went live right now. So you guys can practice this before the deck gets buffed. They might buff... they might nerf Rune Giant eventually. But it probably won't happen for a bit. So if you want to play this deck, that's fine. But if you don't have Rune Giant, the deck that I would recommend to play is the one in the pinned comment. That's the best Goblin Giant deck in the game after the balance changes. And it actually has Dark Goblin and some spicy bait cards like Dark Goblin Evolution. You could play it with Dark Goblin Evolution. You can play it without. But yeah, pinned comment will have that. No matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Like if you enjoyed, so then I can create more content like this in the future. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Peace. Love you.